Hello everyone, welcome back to Economics Made Easy. Today we are going to study about range, which is another measure of dispersion. We are going to move forward step by step. Range is the difference between the two extreme values of the variable. Let's just suppose you have been given the data 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is the range of this data set? 6 minus 2, which is 4. So here the range would be 4. But the trick is you have to arrange the dataset in an ascending order. If a given variable has n values, arrange it in ascending order, that is the lowest value would lie first and then you will move forward to the highest value. Then the range would be xn minus x1. This is the example that I have given you. You have to calculate the range and comment down below the correct answer for this data set. Okay? But what will you do when the data set is in the grouped form? Which means that if you have been given the data where the frequencies are given and the class boundaries are also given. So in that case, you have to do what? You have to subtract the upper boundary of the higher class and the lower boundary of the lowest class. Do remember that you don't have to use the class limits, because in the class limits the width of the limits are different. Okay, so you have to equalize the width of all the classes that have been given, and then you have to calculate the range. Let's just suppose you have been given the class boundary like this: 20, 20, 30, that's it. So what is the range? Range is the difference between the upper boundary. This is the upper boundary of the higher class, and you have to subtract 30 minus 0. Why 0? Because 0 is the lower boundary of the lowest class. This is the lowest class and this is the lower boundary. So here the range would be 30. But in statistics we don't use range quite often. Why is it so? Because as you can see in this data set, the data is very wide. The dispersion is very wide. But the dispersion is not calculated in the range, right? In the coming videos, you are going to learn about quartile deviation, mean deviation, standard deviation, where you will get to know that there are other measures which you can use so that the extremity, the variability that you can see in this particular measure, that is range. In range, the variability is quite higher. But whenever the data set is given, your job is to lessen the variance, okay? Lessen the variability. That is why we don't use range quite often. Okay, bye bye. I'm signing off now. Thank you very much for watching.